What's good? What's good, everyone? Welcome back. Welcome back. What's going on? It's your boy Amos, and this is Life in Embo, and this is part 2 of my first impression of South Africa. So part 1, I talked about my journey, like what kind of sparked inside of me to come here to the continent, and also what sparked me to come to visit South Africa. I've been here for it's coming up on like 3 months. So I've been here touring for 3 months. I don't know where I'm gonna go. I don't know where I'm gonna go yet on the continent. I don't know if I'm gonna get a chance to go to Cape Town or Durban yet, but I definitely want to go visit Cape Town and Durban. So those of you who see this, if you're from Cape Town to Durban, I mean, drop some good locations, some good spots that you would recommend I could go check out. I would love to, go check it out. I would love to, grab some footage and show the diaspora the beauty of Africa and whatever everything has to offer. So that's part of the reason why I started this channel. I started this channel to actually document my journey, but I also wanted to show the diaspora that, especially people back home in America, like there's opportunity here if you, use your brain, if you use your resources wisely. You don't have this thing that totalitarian type system that we have in America, where it's like the government is literally trying to control every single aspect of your life. Like, it's like people don't even understand, like don't even know like what's really going on out there. So yeah, so my first impressions of South Africa. So like when I first got here, like it was a crazy ride. I tell anybody that's coming here, don't take Kenya Airways. Do not take in Kenya Airways. Kenya Airways was terrible. I mean, our flight was delayed, I think 12 hours, you know what I'm saying? So I think it was like 23 hour, supposed to be a 23 hour transition from there to here. It turned into like 30 something hours. So don't do it. Take my advice. Bad experience, very bad experience. First time I came here, first 2 times I came here, had a good flight experience. I think I took United. United went to Europe, and then I think I took like Air France. That was fine. The second time I took, because I actually came to Africa twice. The second time I actually got deported. Now I'm gonna tell that story another time. But I took Ethiopian Airways, and when I took Ethiopian Airways, that was like a beautiful experience. That was a great experience. Ethiopian Airways was a great experience. Kenya Airways, I got some work to do. That was a bad experience. So if you think about coming here, don't avoid Kenya Airways until they get their stuff together. I'll talk about that another time too. So my first impressions when we first got out here, I mean, we got out here super late because remember, we were supposed to be here 4 p.m. in the afternoon. We ended up not landing until about 2 a.m. in the morning, and it was 3 a.m. at night, and we were so exhausted, so tired. So we grab all our stuff. We come out the airport. We actually had scheduled a taxi, one of those vans, to come pick us up, take us from the airport to the hotel. So now we done lost contact because when I think we was laid over in Kenya, and they kept calling us, hey, where are you? Where are you? And I'm like, we're delayed. And they're like, oh, for real? And then we lost contact with them. So I kept trying to reach them. We couldn't reach them. Cell service was bad. So we didn't even know if we was going to see them again. Like if the cab was going to pick us up. Like we didn't know. So we're tired. We just want to get to the closest hotel. The guy is like walking outside the airport. Somebody who works in the airport. He's like, don't worry, man. Don't worry. There's a hotel right here. And then when we're walking out, my wife sees somebody holding up a sign with the name of our hotel that we actually booked. And she's like, yo, is that our ride? And I'm like, and I'm looking, I'm tired. I'm like, oh, snap. Like, yo, I think it's him. So we went, we asked him, and then he's like, yeah. We told him the names, and he's like, yeah. I'm like, oh my gosh, thank goodness. Like, he actually came back because he was already there like around 5. So he actually went home, slept, and he came back and picked us up. And I was like, oh man, thank you so much. So he brought us to the hotel. We got to the hotel. The people there was like awesome. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me backtrack a little bit. Even when we was at the airport, like we met like these two like older ladies, like, you know, retired. I don't know, matter of fact, one of them still works, but they, you know what I'm saying, two older ladies that grew up here, went to the States, and they just was telling us all about it. And they was just showing us so much hospitality. Like even when we was in the airport in Kenya, they were showing us hospitality, like, yo, welcome back, we're glad to have you. Make sure you know, keep in contact, come over, we'll cook and all. I'm like, oh snap, like, oh shit, like we just met them, they want us to come over and stuff like that. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, that don't happen in the States. Like, everybody in the States is like very sketchy, you know what I'm saying? Like, people don't invite you like out like that, or maybe out, but like come over and stuff, like, nah, that doesn't happen in the States. But they was telling us about the culture, so it was actually a good just experience, just meeting people from South Africa, just, you know, in the airport, like I just, like, it was beautiful, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was refreshing, you know what I mean? So, you know, we got to the hotel staff was cool. You know, everybody went out their way to make sure like we was good. Even the hotel we was at, like we booked a room that was way too small, and the dude was like, man, you got a small little baby in here, like, and I just wanted to sleep. I'm like, yo, I know this hotel is small, but room is small, but I'm just like, whatever, like, we'll figure it out tomorrow. I just want to sleep. He's like, yo, don't worry, I got something for you. So he went, hooked us up with this big, nice, beautiful, lovely room. He said, man, you guys can stay here. Don't even worry about it. It's all nice. I just want to make sure, you know, the baby got, you know, room to run around. I'm like, oh, stop. Like, yo, good looks, man. Like, you ain't even have to do that. You know what I'm saying? But like, they was just looking out. You know what I mean? And I was like, man, this is, you know, the people out here is pretty amazing. I'm like, I mean, I ain't gonna front. Yeah. So, and then after that, like, you know, after we got our rest, and then we started to like explore, like going to, like, you see me putting up videos going to Rosebank Mall and seeing how the mall was and how beautiful it was and how modern and state of the art it was, and the roads, just driving on the roads, you know what I mean? Like, just being able to use your card every single way that you go, no problem. The food was just great, because, you know, back in the States, they put a lot of preservatives and GMOs in the food. So the foods here, you could taste the difference. You could taste the difference in the juice. And like it's just been an amazing experience, like, coming here to South Africa. I'm not gonna even lie to you guys, like, and I'll be honest, yeah, I probably should have said this in the beginning, but South Africa actually exceeded my expectations. I kind of thought it was gonna be good, but, you know, when I actually got here, I was like, man, like, it's almost like you in the States, but you can see the vibe is different, the culture is different. Because in the States, like a lot of places, you know, the vibe is kind of tense, you know what I'm saying? Because of everything that's going on out there right now. But out here, yeah, you have your certain areas, you know, like people say, hey, you know, just be careful, stay away from the area, this area, or whatever. But the vibe is still there, the culture, you can still see the culture is still intact within the people. Like, they still have a awareness of their culture and awareness of self. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just being able to, like, I rented a car out here. I was driving on the left side for the first time, you know what I'm saying? Drove into the oncoming traffic. I'm just kidding. I did drive into the wrong side of the road a couple times, because everything is like backwards. So in the States, we make a right everywhere. Here, they make a like left. Everything's on the left side. So when you're on the highway in the States, all the exits are always on the right. Here, all the exits are always on the left. When you make a left turn out here, you have to go in the outside lane to make a left. In the States, make a left turn, you're in the inside lane. So it was like an adjustment. But there was a couple times when I, you know, drove and I was driving on the wrong side. Like, I was driving on the other side, and then I realized, oh snap, like, oh, you're on the wrong side, like, you're on the wrong side. But luckily, every time it happened, there was no cars coming in. And I think that's what happened. I think, like, my instincts kind of kicked in. You know what I'm saying? Like you have those driving instincts from driving in the States on the right side so long. Sometimes if you're not really focused, yeah, those instincts will kick back in and you start making right turns onto the right lane and to the inside lane. But you know, from the roads, from the people is actually what really did it for me. I felt like the people here was really amazing. I met a lot of amazing people here, a lot of hospitality here from the people, a lot of love from the people, and just to see how much like our cultural influence in America has had here in South Africa, like that in itself too was dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I could see like, you know, they really looked to us or looked up to us in a lot of the things we was doing back at home, and you know, it was influencing them. So, and that was actually dope to see. So now I feel like it's time for us to kind of look to South Africans and African in general to kind of show us some things that we don't know, show us some places and give us some history, background, cultures that we don't know, because it's time to like reconnect and bridge the gap, you know. And that's part of the reason why, you know, I'm doing this channel too. I want to be able to bridge the gap, you know, with the U.S., not just the U.S., but like the diaspora in Africa, like just, you know, bridging the gap through information, through connections, through opportunities, and seeing where it can go from there. But like, yeah, man, I mean, the people's been amazing. The food's been really good. Everything's been accessible with your card and stuff, like going places. The roads, the infrastructure is good. The landscape in South Africa is actually beautiful. Like you can catch views almost anywhere in South Africa. Like people don't know, like in the States, like the States, most of the states in the United States are like very flat. Like everything is very flat. There's not a lot of hills. And South Africa is almost like I think the city's like on a mountain or something, like some big mountain, because anytime like you go up a hill, or even like if I go on the roof right now of this building, like I could literally see like the whole landscape, like, you know what I'm saying? In the States, you can't do that. Like you can't really, you have to go like really, really high because everything is flat. But over here, you know, everything is kind of, everything, you know, there's hills, there's like mountains, so you can see the beautiful landscapes, beautiful sunset. So man, it's been great, man. You know, going to restaurants, going to restaurants been great. Going to like different markets, been great. Going to the malls, some of the malls here is better than the malls in the US. You know what I mean? Like I went to the Mall of Africa and they had a whole carnival like type setting in the back, you know what I'm saying, with rides and stuff. Yes, so I mean, I went to the Apartheid Museum, like that was great. I tell anybody that come here, go to the Apartheid Museum first. That should be the first place that you stop if you come here. So I mean, there is the challenges, of course. You know, you do have your load shedding, which can be a challenge at first. Things are slower to kind of get implemented and going here when you're trying to do certain things, from what people have told me and some of the experience I had. You know, things aren't as fast as the US when it comes to certain things, but then there's other things that's pretty, you know, pretty quick. You can get. I'll make more videos about that down the line. But yeah, my first impressions of South Africa, man, it's been amazing. Like it's truly been a blessing, you know. When my ancestors and the Most High was like, yo, you're gonna go back, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know I was gonna come here exactly to this country, because it wasn't in my plans to, but it's where it led me. And you know, I feel like it's been a great experience so far. You know, I've been able to meet a lot of people, been able to talk with a lot of people. People are pretty open to conversation. Yeah, it's been great, man. I mean, I've been able to see some of the opportunities that's here. I mean, there's a lot of opportunities that's here, like too much, you know what I mean? For people that want to invest in, you know, real estate, agriculture. There's different opportunities here. The infrastructure is here. the technology's here, the internet's here, the internet's pretty fast, pretty reliable. Yeah, it's been great, man. I've been, meeting with, with different cultures and people. I'm trying to learn a little bit, like, you know what I mean? Like, where you from, or I'm Petty, or I'm Zulu, or I'm Kosai, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've been working on my lingo and stuff, so, but it's been great, man. So, thanks. I want to thank everybody that tuned in, watched this video. Definitely subscribe. Definitely, share this video, friends and family, you know what I'm saying? If I met you in the street or somewhere, whatever. So, what can you expect out of this channel? Definitely some more vlogs, definitely some more interviews, South Africa. I gotta do some more videos. So I got a couple videos that's coming up. I'm gonna be doing really soon. And one of those videos is about why, I think it's gonna be like 5 reasons why Africans should not go back to America, 5 reasons why Africans may not want to go back to America. So I gotta do that video because since I've been out here, like so many people was coming up to me like, how can I get over there? You know what I mean? So, and I don't know, I ain't gonna knock nobody. Like, that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. You want the experience, cool. But I'm gonna give you my take on it. I'm gonna give you the good and the bad. Other video I'm gonna do is actually really gonna be geared towards Americans. It's gonna be about visas, and what I've learned here about visas. And if you are in America and diaspora in general, not just America, I keep saying America because that's where I'm from, or whatever. But if you're in the diaspora and you want to come and you want to relocate to Africa in general, not just South Africa, Africa in general, there's some things that you have to do when it comes to visas. And I'm gonna tell you what I learned about when it comes to visas, transitioning to South Africa. So be on the lookout for those videos. I appreciate you all for tuning in. This is Life in Embo. Oh yeah, I didn't even get a chance to tell you guys what Life in Embo means. Oh man. So let me try to do this real quick. So Life in Embo, because people have asked me like, Life in Embo, is your name Embo? That's your name, Embo? I'm like, no, that's not my name. So Life in Embo, so Embo is actually like a very esoteric name for Africa. Is where the name embryo comes from, because as you all know, Mother Africa held the embryo for mankind, during the cradle of civilization. So Embo comes from the word embryo, and there was an old esoteric name used by the by Congo people. The people of the Congos, they are some of the people I know that use that terminology when they refer to Africa. They refer to it as Embo, and ever since I learned that, it kind of always stuck with me. Like, yeah, I gotta go back to Embo, to the embryo, the cradle of civilization, the home. And so when I started starting this channel, I was thinking of names, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, because I was going to use the name Embo for something else, another project that I was working on. But I was thinking of the name, I was like, Life in Embo, that's what it means. So this is Life in Embo, it's your boy Amos. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and until next time, peace.